All right, what's up, everybody? Whew, we are back. Felicia and Eddrick,
Whew,
Sports in the Bay live. Felicia, we took a little bit of time off, but we are back. You ready to get into it?
I'm ready,
We got
ready.
got a lot to talk about. So here we go. Sports in the Bay. Felicia and Eddrick, let's go. Good to see you. Welcome back. I know we took last week off, but it's good to be back and
Mm,
ready to talk sports. A lot
Good
going
to
on.
a lot going on.
Whew,
And
whew,
the
whew.
heat going on.
Yeah,
I went
unseasonably
outside
warm.
for a walk and I got drained.
Yeah, I was in Napa today and man, it was in the 70s. So uh almost time to get rid of these hoodies. And this just say I put
Yeah.
this on, but man, it's
I was out with a scarf earlier and I was like, what the hell am I doing?
and like the
Right.
last couple of weeks the weather's just been weird because it's been cold and then it was raining and then now everything's gonna
Mhm.
start blooming. So
And everything start blooming and my allergies will be like, oh,
yeah, yeah, it's that to get that Zyrtec or whatever you use.
yes, Lord,
Because
Claritin, all that good stuff.
I was told some good advice is if you're taking allergy medicine, especially the daily stuff, start taking it before you need it,
Mm. So
and then you
thank you
build
for
up.
that.
Yep, then you build it up. That's just put the disclaimer out. We do not solicit medical advice of any kind on on this show, so use it at your own risk. We are not
Please
clinicians. We are not doctors. This is just some people talking on in the cloud.
play at
But
your own risk.
exactly, but it worked. About a couple
Uh-huh.
weeks or a week or two before the allergy season hits, you start taking it and it works. So
Okay. Then I'm gonna do
uh,
that.
yeah. Whew. All right. Let's see. You want to start with? I know I didn't watch a lot of it. I watched some of it, but the Winter Olympics. Some Bay Area ties and
Mhm.
Alyssa Liu.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Richmond
Richmond's
girl,
in the
Leo
house.
girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. 20 years old, 20 years young. Got the gold medal in singles, women's singles.
Very prestigious. First one in 20 something years, I think. First American in a long
Ooh,
time. Yeah. Yeah. First American in a while. So shout out to her. That's, Felicia, you see these athletes, behind the scenes, how much work they have to put in,
man.
sacrifice, whether you're hurt, that, whatever, hours and hours and hours on the ice. It is
Hours.
grueling,
The
grueling,
social
grueling.
life,
Right.
you
Because it's
know.
laser focused. There's nothing else to focus on but that to be at that elite level. So shout out to her and her team. Um, she's representing the Bay for sure. Some of her comments and the way she just
Oh, yeah.
presents
She was
herself.
kind of doing like a oh goodness. She was doing like a Mac Dre
Yeah.
with her medal.
Yeah, she was. She was. So it's good for her. And we just hoping the good things comes her way. And um, typically there's endorsement deals and things like that. Wheaties box probably. So
Yeah.
shout out to her and enjoy it. And we don't know if she's gonna turn pro. Usually they turn pro, they do the ice capades. If I don't even I guess they still do ice capades. It's been a minute since my kids since I took my girls to the ice capades. It's been a minute, but I'm assuming
Well,
they do
we
something like that.
went to ice capades as kids. I know
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
I
I remember
know I did.
I know I took them to see Disney on Ice years ago.
Yeah, that.
We saw Disney on Ice and,
But I remember ice capades, ice capades. That was the commercial. That was the commercial. Ice
do you
capades.
ever go ice skating?
Oh yeah, my mom and I used to go with her girlfriend and her daughter.
Mm.
And well, I shouldn't say girlfriend, her friend. Can't say
Mhm.
girlfriend today. But yeah, her longtime friend and we were the same age and we would go, was it Fremont? But I've always been a roller skater. But at one
Ah,
time I put the wheels down for a while and did some ice skating. But and I have found some ice skate some skates on the block where when I owned a home, and I don't know what I did with them. I might have just tossed them, but they were my size, so I picked them up. I said, "Oh, I need to get back on the ice," but it just feels so
It's
foreign.
different.
What
It's
about you?
different. Yeah, we used to go because Hilltop Mall had an ice skating rink in
Maybe
Richmond.
that's where we were.
It was for years they had an ice
I'm
skating rink.
sure we were there. We were there. We were at
Yeah,
Hilltop.
and, I remember my
Yeah.
ankles would be sore,
Yes.
cold because it wasn't like roller skating, it was totally different.
And the music never sounded right. You couldn't dance on the blade.
Yeah, it was, it was a different
Yeah.
experience than roller skating for sure, and then, I took my girls ice skating a couple times, matter of fact, I took my youngest, we went I think there's a rink in Vacaville we went to,
Mm.
and, it's not an easy thing to do, you know? It's not, and, if you ain't ready, you better be ready,
And you better
uh,
be ready to hit that ice if
to hit the ice for
you
sure.
fall down. Woo! 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
so
cold down there.
yeah. So shout out to, the young lady from Richmond and,
Alyssa,
gold medal winner,
go
in the
ahead, Alyssa.
2026 Winter Olympics, and,
Represent the Bay.
yeah, like we were saying, I didn't watch a lot of the Olympics. I did watch both hockey games, the gold medal games. Well, actually, I watched more of the women than I did the men. I watched a few of their games. Um, shout out to the women's team, Layla Edwards. Um, just shout out. They just, man, they didn't dominate the last game like everybody thought they would because they beat Canada
Okay.
5-0 before. And then when they played a gold medal game, it was really, really, really tight, 1-0 game or 2-1 or whatever the final score was. But in overtime. But man, they got it done. And yeah, shout out to Layla Edwards, first African American woman to win a gold medal
Yeah.
in hockey. Yeah. Yeah,
And
historic.
the other African American woman that was, doing the speed skating, I
Yes.
don't know
Yeah.
if
You gotta look her up. For
I was
sure.
watching something on her yesterday. Not sure if she got a medal or not. I was just admiring her thighs. I was like, "My goodness,
Yeah.
thighs and butt
Uh,
are unbelievable."
I mean, that's a lot of, that's as
But
it's,
you're lowered, you're using that and you're powering off in your a
I was gonna
squatting
say,
position.
her haunches are impressive. Very impressive haunches.
Very
Uh,
impressive.
yeah, yeah. So,
I was like, "Oh my word."
yeah, Erin Jackson. So she made history, the first gold medal for a black woman in speed game. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was in at Beijing, so that was a while ago.
Yes,
So
she did in Beijing,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah. So, but the Winter Olympics. I don't know if and this something actually I wanted to bounce this off you because I saw where there's an article. I don't know if it was New York Times because every year at the end of the Olympics they assess which events they're going to keep, which events they're not going to keep. New events come in, old events come in, and one of the leaders, if not the leader of the Olympic Committee, said something that kind of I was like, I don't know if he meant it the way it came out, but basically they were looking at events because I forget where it's going to be next time. Um, I'm trying to remember where it's going. France. It's going to be in France, in the French Alps, and he
Mm,
said, "Well, we might want to bring back Olympic style cross country running in the winter. We might want to bring back, winter running events because he said, and you can't really take it some kind of way, but he said because the way we're set up now, there's really no way for the countries of Africa to participate in any meaningful way." Which is true. I mean, if you think about it, and I was like, "Man, what you talking about?" But so, I actually wanted to ask you about that. A statement like that that basically says, as it's constructed right now, don't even worry about or think about the African countries because they're not going to be here if we keep it like this.
mhm,
There was a Jamaican cross country skier or long distance skier. I did see him,
mhm. I did see
but
him. Long
but
legs.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Came
Long
in,
legs.
as they say in Oakland, hella last.
Oh.
But he was there,
Oh.
he's representing. He's representing. But what do you think about this? Something I mean, is that something that's uh should they do something like that? Should they create events so we can get more world participation? Or it's an
Well,
interesting conversation.
with the state of the world, and in particular the United States, in the racial climate, my immediate response was to kind of retreat and be defensive because everything's been so anti-black,
Right.
from the BAPTA to the
Right.
so-called man having the Tourette's and saying the
Right.
N-word and all that
Right.
foolishness.
Right.
And so when you said it, it was like, but then it's like, oh, somebody's kind of looking out for the
Yeah.
diaspora.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think I mean, it's true because we got Ethiopian runners, Kenyan runners, and they're not able to participate. So
Mm-mm.
I think I
Yeah.
think it I think it's considerate of him, and it's definitely something that should be put on the table to discuss.
Exactly. Yeah. How what type of events other than running,
Mhm. Mhm.
can you have in the wintertime for certain groups to participate? And yeah, you're right. It makes sense. And it was a it was the level of consciousness that I hadn't really thought about. Because the joke, of course, is always that you aren't going to see us in the Winter Olympics. We'll see you at the our people
Yeah,
will see
when
you in the
you're not
Summer
gonna see
Olympics.
us,
Right.
you're gonna see us swimming and skiing, but
Right. Right. We'll see you in the summer.
we're proving that wrong. We're proving that wrong.
True. That's true. But the countries in Africa, for the most part, you don't see them in the winter. So,
You really don't. And the
mm-mm.
guy that came in hella last, he was adopted.
Mm.
So I'm assuming his parents are
Yeah,
European.
probably,
They
probably.
got involved in that. Yeah.
But the other question is, and this is, it is what it is, politics being what politics is.
Hmm.
But, in lately, the Olympics have become politicized, obviously, because Russia's not there. And so, you
Mm,
know, as you look at hockey teams, as you look at some of the competition, and rightfully so. I mean, they've been banished because they went into Ukraine. So the Olympic Committee
mhm,
said, y'all ain't coming till y'all,
mhm,
get right. But
mhm.
having said that, you can make the case that, since they're not there, are the best athletes really there? Um,
Cause
you
I
know,
was thinking, I was like, the Americans beat
yeah,
people in other countries, but
yeah.
I had totally forgot about Russia.
Russia, Belarus, some of those other countries,
Oof.
Eastern Europe, yeah, they're not there. And
They, mm, they,
there's the way they do it. Some of the athletes did participate because they have a for lack of a better word, they have a non-denominational type of
mm,
participation for some athletes. I forget the name of the team they call it, where they can run. They just not running for a country, or they're not participating. But
mhm.
I didn't see any team-based sports where they were doing that. And
Okay.
but because the Russians usually in hockey, for the most
Oh,
part, they're
it's
pretty
a wrap.
competitive. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
pretty competitive. They'll be right there. Canada's usually good too.
Yeah.
Um, but just interesting that politics gets in the way, and it remains to be seen. We got to talk about it. LA's 2028. Yeah, yeah. And there's
Mm.
some lottery something you can sign up for to try to get tickets down there.
And it's in California.
It's in
Ooh.
LA. LA.
Liberal, liberal, liberal.
Yeah, yeah. It should be. It's. I hope it comes across great. I hope we have a wonderful Olympics. I hope the world is more settled and we have a lot more peace, so more
Yes.
athletes can participate.
Mhm.
But yeah,
I
it's
hope
it's
so
going to be
too.
interesting. It's going to be interesting. So shout out to the Winter Olympics 2026. I don't know what the ratings were like, but like I say, I really didn't watch a whole lot other than the hockey.
The the
Yeah,
ratings.
I didn't look. I
No,
can
that
look
was
up
the
and
rate.
see.
No, no, I'm thinking of All-Star game. The
Okay.
ratings that were up a lot in the All-Star game.
Yeah, we didn't. We haven't. That's right. We didn't.
Did
we
we
haven't
talk
talked this.
about those like that?
No, we were off
We
last
were
week, so
off.
we didn't. Yeah. So, what'd you think about the All-Star game?
I like the new setup, and I. Oh yeah, shout out to Damian Lillard and Keyshawn Johnson from Oakland as well for winning the 3-point contest and the slam dunk contest, respectively. And Keyshawn also got a proclamation from Oakland Mayor Barbara Lee last Monday. So
Yeah, yeah,
congratulations to him. Yeah,
yeah,
totally. Hello.
yeah. We
Forgot
we didn't
about
we didn't
that.
talk. I like
But
the
it still looked
format.
empty. It looked empty there though.
Well, that's what I wanted to bring up to you because I noticed something.
Mhm.
Actually, I was talking to Melody, my wife, about it because I noticed it about a week or two before they were promoting it. Oh, All-Star Game weekend coming up, whatever.
Mhm.
Tickets, and they said for tickets, go to, and I was like, for tickets, they still got tickets left.
Right. They
That was
weren't
kind of
doing
my.
that here in the Bay.
No, I've never
Mm-mm.
seen that with an All-Star game.
No, no.
Not
Mm.
that, but and there was nobody there the first two nights.
And they were
Um,
keeping it dark.
yeah,
You
and we're
see
doing that
that, put
thing
those
with
flashing lights and
exactly,
I was like,
exactly.
ain't nobody up there,
Ain't
dog.
nobody there. Ain't nobody
Too
coming
much
to
to
this
do,
mess.
too much in LA to do, and don't nobody want to be bothered trying to get in there. Excuse me.
Nope, nope. So
Trying to
I'm
get
like,
in there and all that.
yeah, that was especially if LA, you would think, you
You would
know,
think
right. I mean, even the whole notion of and they didn't play this narrative up as much as I thought they would, but is this LeBron's last All-Star game?
that part.
You
So they
know,
know something that we don't
right,
because they would have definitely pushed that narrative.
right, right. Because this
So
is 21 for him.
because he's not gonna
Yeah,
go. He ain't gonna go out like this,
I don't think so.
knowing what we know about LeBron. He's not.
Right, right. And if somebody wants to give you $54 million to play basketball, why
Oh,
would you? Why why would you walk away? You had to roll me out of there. I'm like, you sure?
do you hear me? You'd be wheeling me out.
One more game, just one
Mm,
more.
I'll
Uh,
be out there hopping on one leg.
and that's the thing is,
Mhm.
for whatever, however polarizing he is, and he is,
Mm.
the brother is still balling. He's still dunking on cats that's 20, 22 years old. Um, he's still that dude.
He ain't getting
Still that
clowned.
dude.
He's
No,
still that dude. He's still a
playing at a high level.
grown a man. He's
I'm
a
gonna pull up
grown
his.
a man.
I want to see what he's averaging this year at 41
Mm.
because
The
I'm like,
Jerry Rice of basketball right now.
right. So this man is 41 years old,
Mhm.
21.7 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds a game at 41.
Y'all better stop talking about this man's age.
22, 7, and 6.
Mm,
Wow. Wow.
mm,
We've never seen anything like this. I
mm.
mean, we go way back. I know just in terms of athletes at this age. I mean, yeah, we
Uh,
were kids, but I remember George Blanda was kicking it. He was
wow. He was still playing.
George Blanda was like 46 years old or something like that when he was playing with the Raiders.
I think of Kareem.
Kareem,
I
but
remember
Kareem
Kareem
wasn't
being
doing this.
41.
He
No,
wasn't doing
Kareem wasn't
this.
doing that. What
Nah.
Blanda was after the business.
Yeah, George Blanda was like, let's see.
Well, you know, they was smoking and drinking in the locker room there, so that could have been some motivation for him.
Exactly. Let me see. George Blanda, his last year, he was 48 years old in 1975, and he retired as the oldest player in NFL history. Yeah, yeah,
That would
he was
never happen today.
48.
In
But
what year?
he retired in 75. Mm-hmm.
So we were like 7
Yeah,
or
yeah,
8.
yeah.
Wow.
He was balling. He started. His first game was 1949, and he finished in
He-
1975 with the
he-
Raiders.
that might
So,
be my new favorite Raider. I love Charles Woodson, but what in the world?
yeah, George
Okay.
Blanda. So it's not
All right,
impossible,
Georgie.
but what LeBron is doing, I don't think we've never seen it before, and I don't think we'll ever see it again. Tom Brady, I know they said he was 40 something when he was playing and got a
Mhm.
Super Bowl. Okay, but Yeah, I'm like
Yeah, but LeBron is running up and down the court, you know.
playing at a super high level at his age, and so yeah, we to get back to the point. Yeah, the All-Star game, Steph wasn't there, he didn't play,
Mhm.
Giannis didn't play because if Giannis is on the world team, maybe it's different, right?
Maybe it's different.
Maybe it's different. So, but I did like the format. I think they played hard.
Mhm.
I like the young cats versus the old heads. That was nice. The way they did that. Because the old cats got tired. Speaking of 40-something-year-old, when they came after that last round or whatever, they had nothing left in the tank, and them young boys ran them off the court.
Them young legs.
Ran them off the court. So
Now,
shout
for
out
the
to the
older
NBA.
guy, was
Uh-huh.
yeah, shout out to the NBA. What I
Mhm.
didn't see that part was the older guys, current NBA players.
Yeah, so the way they did it, they kind of said the stars and the stripes for the it was 3 teams. It was the world, it was the stars, and it was the stripes. But the way they had the stripes set up, it was LeBron and uh
KD,
KD and some of the older cats. And then the young boys was, Tyrese Maxey and people like that.
Ant-Man.
Right, right.
Mhm.
Let me pull it up because it was yeah. So
Ooh, excuse me.
let's see. So yeah, it was Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Maxey, uh, Caleb Williams. Um, who else is that? Yeah, and then on the other side, it was KD, Kawhi,
Mm.
LeBron, people, kind of that generation. So
Oh yeah, them young boys run them ragged.
yeah, they ran them ragged,
Might be a
and
little different had Steph been playing though.
right, right. Yeah, I think he wouldn't have because they were playing hard. That's what I like the fact that they were playing
Mhm.
hard.
Mhm.
So yeah, the young cats was Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham,
Oh,
Anthony Edwards, Jalen Johnson, Tyrese Maxey, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Duran, and Devin Booker. And then the USA stripes, it
ooh,
was Jalen Brown, Jalen Brunson, De'Aaron Fox, Kevin Durant, Brandon Ingram, LeBron, Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi, and Steph, who didn't play.
that Jalen Brown.
Balling,
I don't like nothing about no Celtics, but I like that kid.
balling,
Uh,
balling, balling.
but you know,
Yeah. Now they ain't leaving. I mean, I know you saw what he was leaving that hair dye on people's. Did you see that?
oh, I did, but
Yeah.
I thought you were going to talk about the fact that they crashed
Oh yeah. Let's get into that.
his events.
Yeah, Beverly Hills.
Yeah, they didn't even get to start it, from what I understand.
And it was all on
And,
some BS.
mm,
Some BS.
well, he's pro
He speaks
pro
for
us,
our people. He
and
does.
and he's quiet about it. But if you ask him about it, he's outspoken
Yeah, and he's
about it.
brilliant. He's
Really,
literally a like genius level type of almost
De-
astronaut kind of
definitely,
intelligence. Yeah,
definitely.
he's that dude.
Such
And
a beautiful spirit.
yeah.
I saw him when because LaRussell was supposed to be doing something there as well in the,
Mm,
meeting. And when I was interviewing LaRussell, his face lit up when he saw LaRussell and his people. And LaRussell didn't see him. And LaRussell's manager had to go, hey, he's trying to get our attention. He's waving at us. And
mm,
here he was going back after halftime. And
wow.
usually they're so focused,
Right.
they've got
Right.
on their mask, but he was just smiling and waving. And but people are always afraid when you're pro black.
Well, you know who you
So
are, and you
so
know what you
I
know
don't
your worth, you know your value. You aren't subservient. You aren't, oh, I'm just glad to be here. There's none of that. And he's earned that. He doesn't
mhm.
have to be.
Not a
He can be
threat.
right. So it is what it is. He's just
Mhm,
a very talented, intellectual, giving back to the community type of young dude, and that's a threat to certain segments
mhm,
when you're that self-assured. So yeah, the Beverly Hills Police was foul, the way they did that.
Yep.
They're gonna have to come out with some compensation, I'm sure. They're gonna yeah, he should
Oh
I'm sure
yeah.
he will.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah. Oh
but yeah,
yeah.
that's, here we are. And like I say,
Yeah,
tonight's
here we
song,
are. Here we are.
you're gonna know why I'm playing tonight's song because everything we're talking about is for the most part in
I'm
some
I'm
respect.
so I'm so tired.
Tired of being tired.
I'm tired, sick and tired.
Tired. Tired. Speaking of your
It's
interview with LaRussell,
mhm.
yeah, I have it here. You want to take a look at it real quick? Let's look at it.
Okay. We got
Uh,
4 minutes. We can
we have
do
a
it.
very special guest coming on, so let me get to it if I can find it. All right, here we go. All right, and then let
Ooh,
me.
I'm holding my breath.
Oh,
I do not like seeing myself on camera.
hold on, hold on. Let me bring it back. And okay,
How
Mr.
long is
Producer.
it?
There we
About
go.
3 minutes?
About 2 minutes. About two
Okay,
minutes.
okay, good, good.
All right, here we go.
I'm here with Russell, who had a fiery halftime performance with the Pittsburgh High School marching band.
Yeah,
You really bring a lot of energy.
I
Where
tried.
that come from?
It's in me. God gave it to me.
Yes, yes. If someone who's not familiar with you, Russell, tell them about Russell and Russell's music.
Hmm. It's for everybody who on this journey of life who just want something a little better for themselves and their community and their people. That's what it's about. We just spreading joy and positivity and good energy, and we trying to be, we trying to lead the world a better place than we came in it.
Well, you're definitely doing that. You recently signed with Rock Nation,
Yeah.
but you're still independent. How does that happen?
Hey man, when you build this kind of leverage and you build from your backyard and your home with your family and your people, you can do whatever kind of deal you want to do, because that's how it go.
You had a big all-star performance here last year. And you just finished tonight. Who has been your favorite warrior? For as long as you can remember being a Warriors fan, who's your favorite all-time warrior?
I got a few.
Okay.
Monte Ellis, Baron Davis, Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, Jason Richardson, Al Harrington, and then Chris Webber,
Yes.
Steph Curry.
That's a good
You
one.
feel me?
And with it being Black History Month, what does Black History Month mean to you, and especially performing here during Black History Month?
Man, it mean everything. I'm a little black kid from Vallejo, so anytime another kid see me in the middle of that stage with a microphone, that's vital and important, and it's historic. For a long time, we couldn't even, we had to sit up there when we came in these places. So the fact that we got from up there to that flow with a mic says a lot.
Tell me what's next for Russell.
A whole lot of life. I'm just alive. I'm living it. I'm letting God guide me.
Continue to do that. All the best.
Gratitude.
Yes, gratitude. I'm here.
Was an amazing interview, like
Oh, that was good.
as usual. You are
Whew.
man, got
I
everything
don't
out of him, man,
I don't see it, but thank you.
man. No, because
Just talking to him.
yeah, but he opened up the way he responded to you was just you had that knack.
Man,
So
he's
you had that knack.
beautiful. He's
You had
beautiful.
that
Yeah,
knack. And shout out to LaRussell
thank you.
uh for understanding the concept of ownership.
Ooh,
You know what I mean? Ownership, the right to
man.
franchise. The right to maximize your worth,
Mm-hmm.
doing it your way. Like I said, I really didn't know a lot about this young man's music until like everybody else started picking up on it when he started to become real super popular.
Mm-hmm. With the
Um,
backyard concerts.
yeah, but
Yeah,
one thing
yeah.
he said, and I think we said it on the show before, that really got my attention. He said, why am I? He does his shows like around 2 o'clock in the afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, I want to do my shows so my grandmama can come. I don't have to
Mm.
be out here at 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, and then my people leave, and it's 11:30 midnight, and it's. He
And
said,
ain't
nah.
nothing good after
Right. So
a
I was like,
certain
this
time.
young man he's feeling that was so impressive to me that he has that much foresight to think about what time I do my shows,
Mm-hmm.
which is the best for my people and my family and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And the kids love him.
and the kids, and the
And he's
kids.
doing something now where he's doing 100 free haircuts um, in the Bay Area, or I
Mm,
think it's going to be in Vallejo or something like that. Yeah.
shout out to him. So,
And I think Wags had told me something about he's feeding people too.
hmm.
So yeah, he's definitely anointed.
Yep.
He has a light, and his management included. I thanked her for her energy because she didn't have a problem at all with me. It wasn't like, excuse me, step back, no ego, no nothing. Beautiful people, and I just hope and pray that they don't let the industry change that about them.
Right. 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 Right.
But
He's a
Bay Area people are built. We're built different.
totally
We are.
different.
We are. We don't like fake and phoniness, and
Nope.
I don't.
Entrepreneurs hustle. We're gonna do it our way.
Man, thank
And we're
God.
gonna do it we gonna do it the way we like it, whether you like it or not.
Mhm.
That's the Bay. So shout out to Russell. Shout out to a great.
Period.
Yeah. Looks like our special guest
Yeah,
has
that I
joined.
mean.
Our special guest has joined us. Let me put him up on the stage.
I'm
There
such
he
a
is.
knucklehead.
What's up,
I'm such a
man?
knucklehead. I'm sitting there looking. I'm like, when is Fee gonna call? What's happening? It's 6:30. And then I
Oh
look.
God.
She sent the link minutes ago. So my bad. How y'all doing tonight?
What's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. What's up? What's up, man?
You know, life is beautiful. I'm alive. I get
Amen.
to still get paid to watch sports. What could be
Amen.
better?
Amen. Amen. Yeah, man.
That's
You always bring
right.
the energy up, man. You always bring the
I
positivity, the
know,
energy.
because I'm like this. I'm like tired today.
Wags
You
is
know
in the
what
house.
though? That's the.
Wow.
I think one thing I've been. Y'all know my beliefs and everything. And one thing that's been on my heart is to just build people up. Right now, there's too much tearing people down.
A
That's
We got to
lot.
right.
build each other up. The Bible says,
Absolutely.
seek peace and pursue it. So that's
Yep.
my mindset right now. I'm not worrying about what's happening to me. I'm seeking peace, not
Yep.
Mhm.
just for me, but for everybody. With that being
Yep.
said, man, hopefully the Warriors can find some peace.
Well, let's get into it, man,
That's
because
a great segue.
yeah, the trade whew,
Whew.
when I first heard it, my first instinct was I'm thinking Porzingis a couple years ago, and then I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. And I got a chart to show you. I got to you and Felicia. I want y'all to see something because I'm a little concerned about my team. But when you heard about the trade, what'd you think? And then when you saw Kuminga, what he did last night or whatever it was, come on, man.
First off, let's just jump straight to Kaminga for a minute because that's been the story here for a long time. I was so happy for him, and he
So
looked.
happy.
If you looked at him, he was relaxed. He was so
Yes,
relaxed.
he was free. He
He
was
was free
free.
and he was having fun, which is why at the end of the day, that's why every guy in the NBA that's played, that will play, they started this for the fun. Very
Mhm.
few people said, I'm pick up a basketball at 6 years old and I'm going to the NBA and make money. No, no, no. You picked it up,
Right.
start hooping with your neighbors, your cousins for fun. So and I saw that joy to a little bit back with Jonathan. Now back to the Porzingis thing. This was funny to me because Fee, that was the game you missed against the Celtics, the Warriors and the Celtics when KP made his debut. The Warriors graciously, Raymond Ritter hooked me and my son up with
Oh
great
no, it
tickets,
wasn't.
and
Mhm.
we're going to the game. And Michael's telling me, Pops, I don't know about this Porzingis thing. He's always hurt. I said, I know, but they need some kind of big man. In that game, the Celtics, they know Porzingis. They know they played with him.
That's
Excuse me.
right.
They went, then when they went on a 17-2 run to start the second quarter that broke the game open, more than half of those points went right at Porzingis. They went right at him and right around him. So there's some upside, but I think there's gonna be a lot of situations where as a Warrior fan, you're gonna have to go and hold your breath because you just
Yeah.
don't know. When he's at his best, it's a great move.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he
We talked
hasn't
about
been
that.
at his best
He fits
consistently.
that. He fits their flow if he's healthy and effective. He can guard the rim. He can shoot the three, defend. He
Yep.
can take a
He
little
can
pressure off
stretch the
Draymond down
defense
low.
out a lot.
Yeah, he can run a pick and roll. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
but is he healthy? And that's going to be the
Because he
question.
hasn't played since.
No,
No, and he's
no, he didn't even
he's
make the
and
trip.
this is just the illness. From as far as
Yep.
I know, this latest thing is just has nothing to do with his body unless they're
Yep.
covering it up. which I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised. That way you don't, you just he has a history of being damaged
Exactly.
goods. And if he comes right
Exactly.
in and now he's again hurt, people
And
are
then it's
really
like,
gonna try to
oh, they're
clown him.
gonna be they're gonna be hot as fish
Right.
Yep.
grease.
So
Yep.
now they
That's
say,
gonna
hey, it's an illness, but like he's been out a long time. I haven't had an illness that took me out this long in a long time.
Right.
exactly.
Right. It's concerning because you literally gave up Buddy Hield and Kaminga for someone who's more than likely going to miss some time. He's only 30 years old.
But
Dang.
he will never play more than 60 regular season games the rest of
Right.
his career. And that be
Right.
you'll be lucky if you get 60 out of it.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
I'm
Yeesh.
not talking bad about him, but history shows.
Yeah.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. This kid has been hurt. We all know he's got unbelievable talent when he's
Mhm.
healthy.
And he's
But
healthy.
right now, you're talking to a team, the Warriors in their current state, they can't afford to kind of put this much pressure on KP, given his history, to kind of
Right.
keep this team going until Steph gets back.
Right.
Mhm.
And
Right.
it's just,
Right.
I honestly think, I mean, as much as we all have loved this era of Steph Curry, Draymond, and Clay,
Mm.
obviously Clay's not in the picture anymore. We can see that Steph's and Dre are getting towards their end. If I'm the Warriors, yeah, you want to make one last run for Steph. That would be perfect picture ending, Disney written and all that.
Mm.
The GOAT, the movie he just put out. But that's
Yeah,
Right.
reality
exactly.
is that's not the same. This is the situation is they're hurting.
Let
They
me
I mean they've still got a chance to make it as a playing game.
I
In
mean,
fact, I'm
Draymond's
watching.
back
let me
locked
well
up on
let
him
me show
right
you
before
guys
he tip
something. This
off.
is a good. This is now I'm putting on my fan hat. I'm a Warriors fan, and I am deeply, deeply concerned because of this. And I hope you guys can see it. I looked and said, okay, the last 2 years, how many games has these folks missed, and what is their age? Let's go down the list.
Oh,
Jimmy Butler's 36 years old.
oh
He missed
my.
27 games last year. He's projected to miss 44 this year because he's not going to be around. That's 71 games in 2 years. Seth
Yikes.
Curry, Seth, 35, 14 games last year. He's missed 57 games this year. That's 71 over the last 2 years. Steph,
Ooh.
37, 12 games last year. He's already missed 20, which is 32 over the last couple of years. Draymond, 35, 14 games missed last year. He's missed 10 this year. Al Horford, 39. He missed 22 last year. He's already missed 22 this year for 44. Kristaps Porzingis, 30 years old. He missed 40 games last year. He's already missed 38 games this year for 7. That's a season. He's just gone.
Yeah.
Gary Payton III, he's a second. Love him to death. 33. He missed 20 last year. Only missed 5. The reason I brought this up is because
Ooh.
those are your starters, and they're all
Right.
over 35. It's not going to get any better.
Most of them.
It's not going to get any better. Guys don't, unless you're, and it was just before you came on, Wags, we was talking about LeBron. LeBron is a unicorn. Nobody's going to be at his age doing what he's doing. None of these guys, maybe Steph, but this is your core. Where's the talent that was supposed to be developed behind these guys? They've put all their marbles, everything in guys who are 36, 37 years old, who's already missing a lot of time. So I'm trying to be positive as a fan because I just start thinking, I'm like, let me just look and see. Wags, Felicia,
Yeah.
I'm worried.
Yeah,
I'm worried.
There's no bridge.
No,
There's no bridge from the championship era into the new era. Now they tried. I mean, I'll give them. They didn't just not address it, but the Wiseman thing didn't work out. For whatever reason, the Kaminga thing didn't work out. There were pieces in place they felt would help them bridge this gap, but
Jordan Poole didn't work out.
Wiseman, for one reason or another, didn't work out, and the whole Kaminga soap opera that has been just mismanaged horribly, I think, by everybody, by Kerr, by Lacob, and by Kamingas and his agent. I think this situation, this is a kid, if you think about it, had they kept Kaminga and really facilitated his growth the way that we all expected, he would be in a position right now, I think, to be that guy, to at least take the younger core of this team and into that next phase. Right now, if I'm the Warriors, if I'm Kerr and you really want to stick around, I'm not honestly, yeah, you respect Steph Curry, you respect Draymond and all that, but you got to start playing guys more like Guy Santos, who's really starting
He's
to
really
blossom.
good. He's
I
good.
know the Warrior fans have a love-hate relationship with Pods, but that game the other night, they had 15 and 9, 8 in the fourth quarter, something like
Yeah,
that.
Sunday. That Sunday game was
Yeah.
nice. It was
I
really
was
nice.
talking to I was talking to Monty Poole about that. And I said, this has to be the most bittersweet win for a Warrior fan. He goes, why?
I
I
remember
said, well,
you
they're
saying
pumped up.
that.
You were there, right? And I said, they're pumped up because they came back and won. But they have to now give Pod some credit. And
Yeah.
when I took my son to that game, he was cracking up. He goes, Dad, the Warrior fans one day love Pods, and then 24 hours later, they hate him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you've got to,
Yeah.
and it sucks for every team, especially a franchise like the Warriors that have had extended, not just good runs. We're talking greatness. This has
All-time
been
great.
an
All-time great
extended,
run.
right, all-time greatness,
Right.
dynasty, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
These
record breaking
Warriors,
historical.
yes, they're going to go down with the all-time great teams. But as with any great team, the Giants, after they won all their championships, chickens
Had
come
to hit
home to
rock bottom.
roost, baby. And
Yep.
if you're
Yep.
not prepared to, if you don't have pieces in place that will ease that transition, you got to tear down and start over. That's
Yeah.
that's been the
Yeah.
problem for the Raiders. They keep trying, and I know it's not a big issue with fans here in the Bay Area, but they keep trying to put a Band-Aid when they need to go in and cut the whole thing open and start again.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that's going to be a point. And I don't blame Joe, but he's kind of responsible because Joe is like very loyal to the three guys that helped put this
Oh, yeah.
franchise
And we're talking
into
about Joe
the
like a
place it is.
boner.
Yes. And he was the one that really wanted to hang on to Kaminga for the longest time. And I think that kind of played the issue into it too. But at some point, Joe's going to have to say, look, we don't have a championship quality club anymore. We have to go. And if it means moving on from Steph, I don't think Steph plays anywhere else. I think Steph
No.
ultimately retires with the
Yeah.
Warriors.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it might be sooner than, maybe he and Joe come to a deal where Steph steps down a little early than maybe he wants to. That way, to facilitate the rebirth of
transition.
this
Right.
roster.
Right.
You
But
know?
the age.
I
But
could-
when I looked at the age of this team, though, man,
I didn't
it's gonna
realize
be
that. till you
it's
brought
gonna
that
be
up.
abrupt. It's gonna be like skirt. I mean, it's gonna stop very quickly. And I guess the question is, how do they either get some mid-career guys or some guys who can come in if that's what the plan is, or is it blow it up? Because when you look at those ages, 37, 39, 38, 36, 30, this Jimmy Butler coming off of an ACL. I don't know if the young guys are ready. And if they're relying on this group next year, come on, man.
No.
It ain't gonna happen.
I think I think it's kind of a combination of both. I mean, they've got some young pieces in place, like we mentioned, Guy, who's
We
playing
got
very,
Moses
very well.
Moody.
Moses Moody
Moody's
can play.
playing good.
Moody's
Will
playing
I
well.
like Will
Richard's
Richard.
coming
I like
in.
Will Richard too. Will can play.
Yeah.
Will
Yeah.
has really,
Yeah.
really impressed me. Every time I watch this kid, he's everywhere doing everything.
Yeah.
He had a great game last night.
Yeah, I
So
like that
I
kid.
really like him. So they've got some pieces, but again, I'm with you. I don't think that the pieces they have, they're good supporting pieces.
Right.
But maybe what you do is Steph, stick around for 2 more years, and in those 2 years, you start bringing in veterans, free agents who might be able to not necessarily make a championship run, but guys who can come in after Steph leaves, hang out for maybe a year or two while
Right.
you rank that transitional build.
Yeah.
I don't think if they were to cut Steph out after this year for whatever reason, they won't. But if they were, there wouldn't be a free agent signing here. Why would
Right.
you want to come to this place
Right.
where Steph's no
Right.
longer?
But
Ooh,
have
come
they
on.
had a free agent though? Outside of KD,
Mm-mm.
who's come here, man?
Mm-mm.
Think
There's
about
been a
it.
lot of names mentioned. A
lot
whole
of
lot
names
of
mentioned.
names.
But
what's
who's
keeping
actually
them coming
who
here?
said I'm coming that made an impact, a lasting impact? That's a high caliber player.
Well, and even the KD situation. Yeah, it got
Nobody.
him a couple championships, but that was like walking on a hotbed of coals.
Right.
Sure
the
was.
whole time he was there.
Right.
So, and the
Right.
thing is, that's
Sure
what
was.
happens. That was the best argument I heard against Giannis coming here, wanting to come here to Golden State, was because if Giannis had come here, he would have been everything that would have gone wrong would have all been his fault.
Hmm.
And there was nothing he could have done to improve his standing. If he came out here, joined the Warriors, and they won a championship, it would be Steph. Steph won another championship with the help of Giannis.
Right.
Giannis, they said, this show I was listening to, they said if you're Giannis, you'd rather go to a place that's been struggling and you can lift them on your shoulders and lift that team up. That would be better for him. So, that's as long as Steph's here, that's going to be a tough, especially at this stage in his career, where maybe early in your career, yeah, I'll jump over there and get it to a championship with Steph. That's no longer a guarantee. So if you're a star player, you're coming out here obviously for the money, but you're going to be playing in the big shadow of Steph until 3-0 steps down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whew.
Well, and here's the other, from a business standpoint, if once Steph leaves,
Ooh,
just the whole
ticket
attendance and everything.
sales.
I mean, they're killing it in revenue. I was just looking at the Warriors.
Yeah, they're the
ranking,
top. They're the
yeah.
top. Yeah, in all sports.
Well, I mean, Joe
Yeah.
is the new model of what any professional sports owner should be. He didn't beg the city to build him a new stadium or anything like that. He used a large chunk of his own money, built that stadium up, and the whole area around there is starting to look nice. Just like when the
Giants did it. Yep.
built their own stadium. That area down there is booming. So, I get so tired of hearing owners complain, we need money. No, you don't. You get money hand over fist. And Joe's, what he invested in the Chase Center, he's already made back probably 3-4 times. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. We've talked about on this show, like when Janet Jackson plays Chase, she writes a check to Joe Lacob.
Right.
When Lady Gaga or when Cardi B, when they come and perform, they write that check to Joe Lacob.
Yep. He's getting paid.
So
he's
getting
paid. I'm so tired of these owners. Let's just say some baseball owner, what's his last name? Fisher? Yeah, that guy. Begging for money from Oakland, which he knew was a broke city and had all other kinds of problems. He's sitting on billions and he ain't giving up a dime. Now he's down in Vegas crying for more and more money. It's like, dude, why are you bilking these cities? You have the money to pay for it. And Joe Lacob, I had my issues when he first came in and took over with him, but that's since gone away. What he's done for the Warriors franchise and for the city of San Francisco, has been he's done a lot for that area.
Yeah.
That area down there, and this is funny. I tell this story all the time. Down the parking lot between Chase and Oracle Park, the A lot.
Yeah.
Right past the bridge. Okay, there's the fire station right next to it, right? Right. It's really been renovated and everything. Back in the days, I would take 3rd Street from I-80. That's how I would get down to Candlestick Park to the Niner games. And that fire station, back when Reagan was president, that was where they gave up the government cheese. Remember they were doing the government cheese handouts? And every Sunday I'd come back by there, drive by it, and there was a big line. So now you look at that going from where folks were going to get government cheese handout to it's popping down there.
Yeah.
There's apartments, there's businesses booming, everything has happened. And now at Chase, once they get that ferry hook up across the street, it's going to be bomb down there.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, they delayed on that. They need to hurry up.
Michael and I, we got the tickets, but we couldn't get in. We showed up with Janie Heck early, but we couldn't get in. So we just walked around that whole area, and it's beautiful. Beautiful views of the city, of the bay. Just, it's wonderful what they've done down there. That's a different story.
Exactly. Shout out to my man Derek in Bangkok. What's up, Derek? Parchester in the house.
They were hard to make good cheese sandwiches to me.
It didn't really melt.
Didn't melt them. Yeah.
Nah, it was.
Tell us your secret, Derek. Tell us your secret.
Let's get literal. It was actually like the other stuff. It was processed cheese food. It really wasn't cheese. like Velveeta, like American slices. It's technically that's why it's not in a refrigerator. You notice you can see that some of the
Yeah,
stuff is not even in the refrigerator. It's processed cheese food. That's what it's actually on the
can't
label.
believe I ate that.
So it's not really cheese. So let's
I
just
can't
call
believe
it
I
what it
ate that
was.
nonsense.
Um, but let's expand a little bit more to the bigger NBA. Let's look at some things. Do you like the James Harden trade to Cleveland?
Um, honestly, I'm so torn about Harden. There's a part of me that wants to just give him all the props in the world, and there's another part of me that says, "Yeah, why?"
Show
He's
me.
just like the
Right.
biggest.
What is this?
Show
It's
me.
15?
I mean, the
Yeah.
kid has incredible talent. I will
Yeah.
never take that away from him. But just everywhere he goes, there's always this big hype, this big fanfare, and then it's like, what happens after that? Everybody went
Mm-hmm.
home.
Yeah, he's got to show it in
Mm-hmm.
a. I mean, at this stage of his career. Now, I will say, yeah, he's one of the best scoring machines we've ever seen. Offensively, he is just top 10 all time offensive machine.
Agreed.
However, you make your mark in the postseason, and as a fan, when you see what James Harden does sometimes in Game Sevens, or when it's high pressure Game 6,
It doesn't show.
I'm not playing. I don't play in the NBA, but he kind of disappears, man.
Well,
He's
And
the
just
that's
other thing
no
that
that's the
the other
knack.
thing I've
no
noticed
show.
about him is okay, great players. You don't even, I mean, but most great players, but you don't even have to be on that great level. Great players make those around them better
Mm-hmm.
by the way they play and
Mm-hmm.
the attitude and the vibes they get off. I
Yeah.
don't see that with James Harden. I see the team playing just the same as they always have before he got there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like you
He's
say, in playoff games, when you need your star to step up, he's
right.
just going through the motions again.
Right. Everything runs through him. I do like that combination of him and Donovan Mitchell. I think that's lethal.
Oh yeah.
On the offensive end. Now, basketball, as you know, was two ways. So, defensively, that's where sometimes it may or may not be the best. But
That
I
was a
think,
polite way of putting it.
yeah, I think it made them better. I think definitely made Cleveland better. I think their big men are going to play better. I think he does make the team a little more efficient because they didn't
Sure.
really have a 1-2. But it remains to be seen when it comes to, it's Game 4 at Detroit, in the playoffs. Where you at?
At least
Where
with
you at?
He
Cleveland,
never shows up.
No.
but here's the thing with Cleveland, I think they got a closer, a killer closer
Oh
in
yeah.
mind.
Oh, for sure. For
You know what
sure.
I mean?
For
And
sure.
so at least James doesn't have to do that here. And if I'm Donovan Mitchell, I'm happy as heck. I
Yeah.
got all this attention. Go guard him. Leave me alone, because I'm gonna
Yes.
kill you as soon as you leave me.
Yep.
Yes.
And
Yep.
so, yeah,
Yep.
it's got a chance to be, if they can get vibing quickly here, it's got a
Yeah.
chance to do some damage in the East.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's really like, who has stood out in the East as, we got to really watch out for them.
Detroit. What?
Yeah.
Well, Detroit, yeah, Detroit. But,
Yeah.
Detroit, even last year, they were the
Jesus.
ones that got Mike Brown fired.
It's true.
They beat,
They beat the Knicks, right?
no,
Did
they
they
beat
No,
the
who did they
Kings.
beat?
That,
Oh, that's
That
right.
was
That's
when
right.
that was the
That's
game
right.
against the Kings
wait.
That's
when
right. That's right.
Mike Brown told the players, don't close out on the three. We can give up the three. Don't close out. De'Aaron
Oh,
Fox closed out, fouled the kid,
fouled him.
4-point play, game over. And
That's
because
right.
Mike called him out on it to the media, which is what
Mhm.
coaches should do,
Right.
he got fired.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
And the Kings have been a roaring success ever since.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
yeah,
that's
that's
a
a dump
mess
shot.
over there.
It's yeah.
You know
Too
how
much.
hard you have to work? Seriously, it's hard to lose 16 games in a row. People think, like they're just no. In a professional atmosphere,
I
it
know.
takes a lot of hard work to lose 16 in a row.
16.
That's
You're trying to convince 10 to 12 ball players just to, let's just keep losing. No, because you're going to have 4 or 5 guys, especially young guys, that are doing whatever they can to win.
Mhm.
That's why this whole idea of teams tanking everything, yes, they're tanking, but you cannot convince me under any circumstance that you can convince one professional player in any sport to tank. because their livelihood depends on what they look like on
Russell
tape.
Westbrook isn't doing that.
Nope.
No,
No.
Nope.
he's playing 100% all
Mhm.
day, every day,
Mhm.
practice. He only knows one way to play.
I love Russ.
Yeah.
Somebody early in the
I do
season,
too.
somebody was post game, and somebody said, Russ, you're going to go down as one of the best rebounding guards of all time. And Russ goes, what? And the guy repeated the question. He goes, what do you mean one? Repeat that question. And the kid goes, okay, Russ, you're going to go down as the best rebounding guard. And Russ goes, that's what I'm talking about. And so,
Yeah.
no, I
Oh,
love him. He's got his own, but this has been Russ's whole career. He does things, whatever, and we all reporters, fans, we all may think he's eccentric or something in some way, but
mhm.
that man balls out every
But
time he hits the
again,
court.
at his peak, he's Oscar Robertson. He's Magic.
Mhm.
When he was at his peak, when he was a
He
walking
was getting them triple
triple double,
doubles. We watched.
it was some of the greatest basketball that we've ever seen. When he was just, I mean, 28,
Think about
12,
the
and
team
12, you know,
and that was every night.
every night.
Every night.
Think about the team they had down there. Him, Harden, Serge,
KD.
Kate,
Yep.
Was the
Katie.
big Steven
KD.
Adams.
Right. Steven Adams was there. That's right.
That could have been a
Perk.
massive dynasty.
Wasn't Perk there too?
I think Perk was there for a
Perk was
minute.
there too.
I think
Yeah.
he was early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back to check, but yeah.
Yeah, that squad
Yeah,
that went
no,
to
no,
they
Russ.
lost in the finals to was it Miami? Who did they lose to in the
Miami,
finals?
I think.
Was it
Can I
Miami?
share this one Russ story with you real quick? It's my favorite Russ story.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to hear everything about Russ.
He was with the Thunder, and if you've watched Russ over the years, he's got a very eclectic sense of fashion.
Very much so.
And so post game, we're over at the Coliseum Arena, and myself and the Thunder beat reporter were standing by his locker waiting to talk to him. And Russ is getting into this one piece, a black onesie, and it had big white dots on it all over. And the guy from the Thunder reporters looking at him, and Russ goes, "What's your problem?" And the guy goes, "What's that for?" And Russ goes, "This ain't for you. This is for the women."
Oh.
And I fell out. I go, "Well, that's all I need to know. He don't care about nothing." He said, "This is for the women."
Nah.
And the other reporter just didn't know what to say. He walked away shamelessly, but I was cracking up.
He's styling models, and I mean, he's really into fashion, man. He's
he's big into fashion, and like I said, it was so for especially for me. I'm jeans and t-shirt 24/7. You know what I mean? So to see some of the stuff he's wearing, it was shocking me. But I love that he's unapologetic about it. That's who he is. And same thing on the court. Same thing on the court. He is who he is. You either like him or you hate him. He does not care.
He don't remind me of an LA dude at all. He remind me more of a Bay Area dude. Because he
kind of, I can see that.
Yeah.
But I think, like you said, he's still balling out in an absolute abyss in Sacramento right now.
Ooh,
that's the NBA's sinkhole right now. 2 years after.
There's rumors out there that the Kings might be on the move, right? I mean, isn't there some chatter that
I haven't?
Where are they trying to go?
I honestly haven't heard that.
Seattle?
But
yeah,
well,
there's talk that that or even back to KC.
That would be interesting.
I saw some stuff. I mean, okay. I mean, obviously, we'll know if it happens, but I know they just built Golden One, but I don't know what their attendance is like. But hey, you know.
Yeah, Wags, are they selling out?
Not selling out, and I haven't been to a game. I got a couple games coming up here in a couple of weeks that I'm going to, but their crowds have been okay, not great. And that place, I've been there when that place is thumping, and it is great. It's a great atmosphere up there. One of my favorite things ever, all time, is when Keegan Murray makes a shot up there. Courtside announcer, he'll go Keegan, and the whole crowd responds Murray, and it's just a great vibe when he's hitting buckets up there.
Yeah.
You know, but I saw a great meme before when they had lost 15 in a row. I saw a great meme, and it said that the Beam had updated his LinkedIn profile and it said open for work.
Yeah,
I was cracking up.
Yeah,
that's
a
whole
3 years ago.
They touched that Beam.
Nah, but 3
Yeah.
years ago they were
And
on the
then
come up, man. They
I
were
know.
they
and
was
they
right
get
there.
16-year playoff drought, the longest in NBA history. The next year, they figured the guy that did that helped them do that, wasn't good enough. And so they
Right.
And
got
was
rid of
coach
him.
of the year. And coach
And
of the
Right.
year.
And coach of the year, right?
Doug,
Mac Brown was coach of the
right,
year.
coach of the year. Doug Christie won more games as an interim coach than he has this year as a full-time coach.
Wow.
And nothing against Doug. Doug is a nice guy, but Doug is
Mhm.
more of a yes man, which is why Vivek's going to keep him.
Mhm. Mhm.
The
Hmm.
Kings don't need a yes man. They needed Mike Brown, who was going to come in there, chew butt, and get things done. And as long as Vivek has this, Vivek, the Kings are like the Raiders of the NBA. Fee, I know you've heard me say this before. Dysfunction. We saw it with the Raiders. Dysfunction starts at the top with ownership and it trickles down. And if you sat and gave yourself some time and compared the Raiders to the Kings, the dysfunction is right at the top down. Don't always change your coaches. Blame the coaches for your failures. Don't
Right.
hold your inferior roster to accountability for anything.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Like you can't just blame the coaches. Coaches just can't come in and make magic out of mud,
Yeah.
you know. And that's kind of what's happening in Sacramento. Just when
Ooh.
everything turned the corner, and we thought, oh, they're going to start being able to get some free agents in here that
Yeah.
Yeah.
quickly. Nobody wants to
Fired
go to
Everything,
Mike
man.
Sacramento.
Brown.
Even the uniforms were
Nobody wants
fire,
to go to
man. All of that.
Sacramento.
Yes.
The
Yes.
uniforms were fire. I mean, they were just they was clicking on all cylinders, man.
Now,
But
I
now
don't
it's
want
like
to totally,
Siberia.
pour fire on them. I love the way Nick Clifford's been playing this year for them, the rookie, and then
Mm.
their big man they got from Stanford, Maxime Reynaud. Those are two
Mm-hmm.
players, young players to keep an eye on. I like those two really, really
Right.
well. But
Right.
this team also got rid of the most favorite player, maybe since the Weber Kings.
Yeah.
And they traded
Yeah.
Keon Ellis away.
Yep.
And I
Yep.
Oh
talked to
yeah.
Keon after that, and he said, I knew all along they were going to get rid of me. It was just a matter of when. Like the
Mm.
most famous player since those great challenging Kings teams, and the most popular, I should say most famous, most popular Kings player, and
Right.
they get rid of him for
Right.
nothing.
Right. Didn't they trade I'm blanking on his name, the cat that got hurt last year in the finals, Indiana.
Oh yeah.
Halliburton.
Halliburton?
Didn't
Sure
they have
did.
Halliburton? They had
They had
Halliburton.
Halliburton.
They had
Yeah.
Halliburton with De'Aaron Fox. And
Yeah.
Woo.
I, at the time, if you remember, I mean, you won't remember what I said, but I thought that offense ran so much more smoothly and effectively when Tyrese was running it. De'Aaron's a scorer, so he's going
Right.
to try to go to the rack every time. But he's
Mhm.
Right.
not a point guard.
Right.
Tyrese is more of a facilitator and a scorer. He can do both. It was 9-day difference. And now not only is Tyrese gone and could have possibly won a championship last year had he not got
They stay
hurt,
healthy. Right.
and now
Oh
De'Aaron's
yeah.
gone. So
Yeah.
they had
And
a
killing
great
it with
backcourt together and a good coach, and now we're back to square one. And
yeah.
And
the
Yeah.
next shoe
right.
to drop is going to be when Domas Sabonis wants out,
Yeah.
because he's
Oh
gonna want out next.
Yeah. I thought he would have been on the move this year.
yeah. They were
I
talking about
thought
the
they
Got
were gonna
hurt.
Warriors
trade him.
at one point.
He's been
Yeah.
hurt. Remember, he's been hurt most
Yeah.
of the year.
Yeah.
Yes,
Jacked
he
up
has.
his knee.
That didn't stop the Warriors. uh oops. Um
Come on.
because let's call it what it is. The bonus in this offense, hey, that works too,
He's a
that works too.
double machine.
Yeah, yeah,
Joker's
yeah,
a triple double machine. Russell's a triple double machine.
yeah,
Sabonis double. You can count on that every night. Bank on it.
yeah. We
Bank
got a
on it.
couple minutes left, and then we got to get to. I know we got to get to our song, but I got to get you guys.
Well, we want to talk about Westbrook too.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that part. The death threats that they were receiving because of the
Did you hear
gambling.
about that, Wags?
Oh yeah. It was filthy. It was absolutely
So
disgusting.
his
And you know
wife
what?
Nina, go ahead.
What needs to happen, and this is in every sport that is now legalized gambling about it.
Okay,
Law
well, let me tell
enforcement
the
needs to
story before you
go
say
ahead.
that. Let me give some backstory. Nina Westbrook, Russell Westbrook's wife, posted in the email she received after her husband scored 5 points the other night against the Magic. The email was entitled "F.U." and read, "You piece of effing shit. Your piece of effing shit husband sucks 2 and has the wrong too, T.O. Too effing bad. Can't even get 10 points. It's pathetic. I hope you both die in a car crash, dumb B.
Wow.
Nina blames sports betting for the death threat, writing, quote, the negative effects of sports betting brings out the worst in people. Shake my head, end quote. Discussing what NBA players and coaches to deal with from the gambling epidemic. JB Bickerstaff talked about this before in detail and what his family has to go through. It's horrible. That's
Oh no,
horrible.
it's disgusting in every way, shape, and form.
Hope they
And
die in a car crash.
here's the worst part, V, is at least Mrs. Westbrook had the proof in the
Right.
email. How much crap did these players hear in the arenas?
Come on.
Okay. Now,
The
number
N
one.
word. Come
Right,
on.
all that. Because you're stupid enough to bet, that's on you, fool.
Right.
That ain't had nothing to do with the players.
Right.
So what I was going to say is
Woo.
law enforcement needs to get involved at arenas
I
and
think the
in
FBI's
situations
on it.
like this. If you threaten anybody, that's a felony.
That's
That's
felony.
a felony.
Absolutely.
Straight up.
Absolutely.
That's attempted murder. You
Right.
you
Right.
are engaging in
Thank
first
you,
degree
Ax.
murder. And that's the only way you're going to stop it. People blame, I mean, it's the whole thing. I mean, fans is short. This is what I learned this a long time ago. Fans fanatics. Okay.
Yeah.
These are extreme fanatics. And now that they're putting their money on the line, they
Right.
feel like even before they put
You
money on the
owe
line,
them.
they would get
Right.
on these players. Oh, you couldn't do this. It's my
Well,
team, my
it's
team.
these prop bets though too. It's this: will he score 9 points? Before the end of the first half. It's all those little crazy, little weird bets
Yep.
that
The
are
prop
just
bets.
another. I call gambling. This is just me. I don't gamble, but I call it the idiot tax. I mean, it's an idiot tax
Mhm.
because you're not gonna win. So you might as well just throw the money out the window. When you get to Vegas, when you get to the airport, you might as well take all your money, throw it in a garbage can, and then just go have some fun. Everything else ought to be free because that's
Yes.
literally what it is. It's the idiot
My
tax. But
son and his friends just got back from a trip to Vegas and he lost tail. And I go, son, have you ever seen a casino close because they went broke? No. I go, what do you see? Them always building. Why? Because they always got money from suckers like you.
it's the idiot
Yeah,
tax,
Chad
man.
Johnson said the other night with Unc, he was like, I don't want to be a part of nothing that I can't control the outcome of it.
I'm too
And
No.
I'm just like doing this, and he says I get my $100 out at the crap table, and he
Right.
said, and then that's it for me if I do
But
Hey,
this.
you can make money at craps. Trust me. You can make money at craps. It's the only game I can play. And I was in Vegas one night and it was by myself, and there were 3 dealers at a crap table. I almost call it a crack table.
The crap
I was at the craps table by myself.
Damn near. Damn near.
Yes.
Right. And they took the time to teach me the game. You can make money on it. You
wow.
can also lose a lot of money, but
Yeah.
you can make money on craps. But yeah, you know what? And I hate to even suggest this, but I know given our country, especially the way we're at right now, there will come a time, sadly, in the not too distant future, when someone's going to try to take a pop shot at an athlete because they bet big.
Absolutely.
Right. And it's
And then
sad.
what are you going to do?
And it's
You know,
sad.
it's just
Absolutely.
It's sad.
And
But
it's
but
so sad.
the bigger issue too is, the sports, football and basketball for sure, they are in bed with gambling. I mean, they are up to their
100%.
eyeballs, and ESPN has their own gambling app. So it's not going anywhere.
And all
it's
these
regulated.
podcasts you see,
Exactly.
I'm looking at
Exactly.
all
on
the
how to
smoke
bet.
today.
Yeah, all the betting
All
strategies.
these
Yeah.
betting stuff.
Right.
It's-
And
it's-
again, all the prop bets, because even now you don't even need to really know point spreads. You can just bet on, what shoes is Curry gonna wear tonight. I mean, there's so much stuff you can bet on now. You can bet on all kinds of stuff. Super
I
Bowl.
don't want to know nothing about none of that.
Yeah, you can bet on just about anything.
The best thing I ever heard on betting, on the prop betting, and I'm not sure if it's true. I hope it is. But a couple years ago, the odds on a streaker showing up at the Super Bowl were outrageous. So this guy laid down a bunch of money that there would be. Then he himself went to the Super Bowl and streaked and got paid. Got paid.
Smart
I don't know if it's true, but it's a great story if it
Smart
is.
man.
Made it up to
Smart
bail
man.
yourself out. Made it up to bail yourself
Somebody
out.
ran out there this year, but they weren't street. They had clothes on, but some
Yeah,
You
people
know,
ran out there.
That upset me so bad, Fee, because I live
Oh,
for
you
moments
were
like that.
there.
Yeah,
I
you were at
know,
Super
but I
Bowl, right?
missed it. I was somewhere not paying attention. Because you know me, I'd have been rooting for the police force to knock him out.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
There was go ahead. I got so many stories I could tell you guys. I'm not gonna
Well,
waste your
we
time.
gotta have you back, man. We gotta make this regular. We enjoy having
No.
you on, man. We
I
really do.
always enjoy coming
One,
on.
it's
You
just always
guys
good to
always
see you, bro. It's always
make
good
me
to see
feel
you.
welcome.
Oh, for
And
sure.
Fee,
Yeah,
you
and
owe
thank
me
you.
anyways, Fee.
What?
You keep skipping out on my son. He said, Dad, when am I gonna meet Auntie Fee? I said, well, I'm going on a podcast with her tonight. He goes, that ain't doing me no good.
Lord have mercy.
Uh-oh.
Every
He,
time I miss a
E,
game, he comes.
he's
I've
26
never
years
met
old. She
him as
still
long as
ain't
I've
seen
known
him.
this man.
Are you still 26?
My
He's
nephew.
26.
And
You've
I
met
ain't
him before? Have you met him?
No.
No.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And then when he has mental health, emotional issues later, I'm gonna say, well, I know why.
Yeah, he's a grown man
He
now.
felt abandoned by his
Auntie
amputee.
He's a
Yeah,
grown
Auntie
man.
P avoided you.
He's a grown man. He's
College
Wags,
graduate.
if people want to read you, man, they want to see you, they want to get everything and really get inside the mind of Wags, where can they go to get all your information, man?
Right now, things are slow. I haven't been working. I got Saturday. I get to cover St. Mary's and Gonzaga. I just got done covering last week Gonzaga, USF, Gonzaga, Santa Clara. I'm telling you, the job that Mark Few has done turning Gonzaga, which wasn't even a mid-major before he got there. They were just a mid.
Right.
And now they are a powerhouse.
Powerhouse,
And
man.
kind of the same thing with Randy Bennett over here at St. Mary's. They are no longer a mid-major. They are a quality program. And I love to see these. And now they're meeting for the last time in the West Coast Conference history because Gonzaga's joining the Pac-12 next year. So this will be a historic game.
Wow.
And then after that,
You mean the
good thing is,
ACC?
yes. No, the Pac-12. They're joining
They're
the Pac-12.
reconstituting the Pac-12, right? There's a bunch of teams coming back. Yeah. I think who is it going to be in the Pac-12? I don't know off the top of my head.
Neither do I.
But we got to talk about next time when we talk about college football too. Sacramento State, they're jumping to
yes.
I forget which conference they're jumping to, but they're jumping to a major conference now, or at least where's Sacramento State going?
More, higher profile. Yeah, no, good things are happening around here. The sad thing, I was just having this conversation with my neighbor today. Problem is
the MAC. They're going to the MAC
here in the Bay Area. The MAC. The college sports here in the Bay Area, Northern California at large, but mostly in here in the Bay Area, there's not a big draw for it. There really isn't. And it blows my mind because I love college sports. We're going to have the NCAA Men's Western Regional out here this year. Okay. And yet I've asked AP repeatedly, NBC Sports Bay Area repeatedly, why don't you devote more coverage to these local teams?
Right.
Because the readership here, the percentage, the amount of people per capita that are interested, even in their own local teams, is very, very small. Very small. And it's sad because, Stanford has put out some great athletes, women's basketball players, college basketball, men's basketball, men's, everything.
And
the
even
football
Cal,
program,
you think about Cal and Brown,
Yeah.
and now we've got Scottie Pippen Jr. Are people, I
Jason
was watching
Kidd,
him.
the history, Cal's got a
I'm
rich history of
watching him
basketball.
last night against SMU.
Jared Goff, the #1 overall pick.
Yeah.
I mean,
even the cat that just won the Heisman, he started at Cal.
Right, Fernando.
Right.
When you think about it, just this conversation, because my friends and I, we talk about the amount of athletic and musical talent that's come out of Vallejo per capita has to be one of the highest rates in America. But in talking to you guys right now, I'm thinking just the whole Bay Area, the music and the amount of athletic phenomenons that we produced. Give me another area that's had this much talent.
I can't think of it. Say Florida if you want, but Florida don't have the music like we do. Florida got the athletes, but they don't have everything like we have.
They don't got no championships. They got college championships, but
they got
the 90s, the Warriors, the Giants.
My man Derek says Houston. Houston, okay. You could
Houston's solid.
Yeah. Yeah, you can
Houston's
say
solid, but
Houston.
Houston got to win a football championship before I can
Yeah.
take them
Houston's
serious.
music is not like ours
Yeah.
that I know of.
No.
I'm
But the
thinking
They go
Houston
way
music
back.
Scarface.
has its own
It goes
vibe.
way back. Yeah.
The
Houston was at
Houston
the
vibe is so different. In fact,
Yeah.
we was just arguing the other day because didn't Face just put out a new album,
who?
Babyface?
The Scarface?
Oh,
I don't know.
let me see.
I was thinking because we were playing some old Scarface the other night. We was at my buddy's house watching the fights, and I said, "Didn't he just put out a new album?" I seem to think he just put out a
He may
new.
have. He may have.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
hope
Yeah.
so.
Good call, Derek. Good call, Houston. Yeah. But the Bay, there's no place like the Bay. And
No.
you know, I having
Yeah, I
grown up
think
here,
so.
man, and been a part of the Bay pretty much all. I was born in Augusta, Georgia, but you know, we left there when I was 9 months old, so I don't really know much about Augusta, Georgia. But there's no place like here, man.
No.
No place like here. And
On every
you know,
level, music,
every level.
food, vibe, the
Politics,
folks, everything
history,
about it is so
Demographics, all that.
the demographics.
everything. That's why the rest of the country, a lot of the rest of the country don't like us. You're always talking mess about California. California
Right.
this, California that. You know what? I'll pay these prices out here to live with the folks I live with, be
Thank
around the
you.
scene I'm with, the music.
Man,
Give me Cali any day. And especially on a day
and the
like
weather.
today,
And the
I was
weather.
in Napa
70?
today.
Come
I was in
on.
Napa. It was beautiful. It was beautiful
Whoa.
in Napa today. Sunshine
Was
and
you wine
76
tasting?
degrees. What was that?
Was you
What was
wine
that?
tasting?
No.
laughing at how you
Actually,
said
believe
it.
it or not, man, I made an appointment to go out there because I could get an appointment for DMV. So I was in and
I
out.
ain't mad at you.
20 minutes. I was in and out.
Yeah, he was
You
in
But
and
got, hey,
out.
you guys got, you
but I
need to
go
do a
actually. I
podcast
used to
from one
work
of
in
the
Napa.
wine.
Literally, I used to work in Napa for years, man, when I was in healthcare. So, but just the point being that there's so much to do around here. There's so many interesting things to do. So many sports teams to go check out. It's just a happening spot, man. And you know, we have our issues like everybody else, but you know, world's 5th largest economy, blah 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 blah. I mean, in the world is California, and you know,
Crazy.
it's just we're just fortunate. So, but Wags, man, like I said, I got to get to our song. I don't know if you want to stick around for the song, but usually we play a song
Yeah, you
every
can
week.
hang around.
And
Scarface hasn't
I'm
had
always good
anything
with some
since
music.
2000.
what I want to do though is set the
25.
scene. So this week was just everything going on, and I was just kind of in my feelings. And sometimes you just gotta play something that just is timeless. And so this was recorded live in Switzerland, and it is a song that everybody knows, and it's just timely. So you ready?
It's
All right, let's turn it
Prince.
up. Here we go. No, it's not Prince. It's not Prince.
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say
playing Prince.
Housequake.
I'm not playing Prince this week. I'm playing a
Lord,
song that needs
No,
to be
that's my
heard
favorite
loud and
song.
clear. So 2026 February, as we leave Black History Month, live in Switzerland.
Yes.
Let's go. Public Enemy live. We need this right now.
And the rhythm not rolling. Gotta give us what we want. Gotta give us what we need. Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We gotta fight the powers that be. Let me say, fight the power. Everybody, come on, y'all. Fight the power. Let me say, fight the power. Power for them, say what? Fight the power. Let me say, fight the power. Fight the power, say what?
Shout out to
Let me say, fight the power. Hey, we got to fight the powers that be. That's the rhythm society.
Where were you?
I was on a flavor flavor band.
Public Enemy live in Switzerland. Hey, we need
Shout
that
out to Flav
right now.
for hooking up the women's hockey team.
Yes, sir. I saw that.
Shout out to Flav.
They're gonna be in Vegas.
Meanwhile,
Friday.
our freaking president buys the men's hockey team cold McDonald's burgers.
Yeah, we try not to mention that cat on here, but I hear you.
No, that's
I hear
fine.
you.
That's fine.
I hear
So
you. I
let's
hear you.
go back to shout out to Flav for hooking the women team up
Yeah,
proper.
yeah,
He did them like
yeah.
hammer. He hooked them up proper.
He did, and I saw. I don't know how old it was, but I saw a quick video of Flav and Chuck D embracing, like they was kind of putting some things behind him. It was in a parking
Flav,
garage.
I saw
That'd be cool.
I saw that.
Flav on an interview with. He sat with Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Marshawn's and the running back. He played with Marshawn. He also played for the Niners.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name, but I know who you're
And
talking about.
they have a
Up in
podcast.
Seattle. That's a
Yeah.
great podcast.
Yeah, it is.
That
Yeah.
podcast is
You had my
good.
man Godfrey on there a couple weeks ago. Godfrey,
Sure
is the truth.
did.
Godfrey's the truth.
Godfrey
Yeah,
is
yeah.
I
everything.
can't remember that guy's name, but he and Lynch share the funniest stories.
Oh man,
Funniest
don't
story.
they? What is that kid's
Michael
name?
Robinson.
Yes.
Michael
Yes.
Robinson. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Michael something.
I think
must
is it
be
Michael Robinson? Michael.
It sounds
Yeah, I
like
know
it
you're
might
talking
be
about.
who it is.
It's
I know you're
Michael's
talking about.
first name is Michael.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think,
Great,
I think
but-
it is.
great
But they're
podcast.
cool. Him and Chuck are cool.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
good. They're good.
yeah. So,
Yeah. It was an interesting interview. Oh, my
all right,
sister,
folks.
fight the power.
Fight the power. We like I
What you
said.
know
I just
about that?
this week I was in my feelings, and I was just there was just so much happening that it was like what am I gonna play this week, and because it was that or now you know me, Felicia. I do have, and right behind me I do have. Many people don't know that Public Enemy actually recorded on Paisley Park Records. They had a couple songs that they did with Prince, called Tweaking. Yeah. Called Tweaking. So I have it back there. Oh, Tweaking. Yeah, I got I got about 3-4 mixes of it. But yeah, PE actually performed on. They cut a record on Paisley Park, and it was actually I want to say it was actually on George Clinton's record that he did on Paisley Park Records. He did a Why Should I Dog You Out, that album. But anyway, I digress.
Real quick. When you mentioned George Clinton, I was just watching a couple months ago a documentary on Sly Stone. Sly Stone lived here in Vallejo.
Sly lives.
Right.
But
that was a great
one of the
documentary.
people he used to, Sly was a big partier. And one of his main co-conspirators when they hooked up was George Clinton. They used to get down. They went hard.
Wow.
All gas, no break
No break.
together. Them fools was
Great.
tearing it up.
Check
Speaking of
this
Vallejo,
out.
man. Uh-huh.
Wags, when we're leaving the press conference, okay? And we're walking up that hallway when we're leaving the press conference. And then you can go straight onto the floor. You can make a right headed towards the media room. You know the little short lady that stands there?
Yeah.
Why she used to be like a tour person with George Clinton?
No.
Are you serious?
You shouldn't have told me that. When I see her next, I'm gonna be clowning.
Just go like
I'm
this.
having a good time with her.
When I see her now, I'm like this.
Oh,
That
the
is
P-Funk.
hilarious.
Oh man.
You know,
I
she
get
got
her.
watch, Fee. Me and you got to get some stories out of her. We got to get some stories out of her.
What?
Man.
What? For like 2 years. Like she's like, I toured with them. I'm like,
How long has she been there?
what?
Was she back in the day at the Coliseum too? Because I'm sure she got
No.
some stories from the Coliseum too. If she was,
I'm sure she's
if she was with George Clinton at the
she's in
Coliseum,
San Francisco. She's
Oh,
San
okay.
Francisco.
She have like
she wasn't at
two
Oracle.
or three books filled with stories from just hanging out with Parliament back in the day.
Man.
If Janie didn't have to leave, because I was trying to soak it all in, when she was telling me, I was like, can't believe, because that's Janie's friend. I usually just wave at her and keep going, but that one night I was talking to her for some reason, and then GP2 had come over. Then I had a conversation with him, and then she and I kept talking, and she shared that with me, and I was like,
You know what, Pete?
you cannot judge
Those-
people, because I was thinking
Nope.
she wasn't so friendly or whatever. You
Nope.
just can't. You can't
No.
do that with people.
You never know
can't.
who's been who and who knows who and
Especially
what they've been
in
through.
our business,
Exactly.
Fee, some of my best story tips have come from the people that the average person fan doesn't see. The security guards.
They
Like
know
you say, the
everything.
lady
They're
working
the
the corner.
gatekeeper. They're the gatekeeper.
They know everything. They see everything.
Everything.
And if you get to talking to them, they might let you know, hey, such and such happened.
What?
Okay.
Wow.
Oh
Security,
yeah.
one of the security
Wow.
guards works at SFO, and he tells me about how he be seeing chicks flying in and out, and the
Uh-oh.
players
You're
will
getting
see
personal
him and
now.
be like, and he be like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Ain't none of my
Wow.
business.
No.
Man.
No.
Yeah, it's a lot that
Man.
goes on behind the scenes.
Everybody, it takes like to say, it takes a village to it takes everybody to make an organization run, man.
Yes,
And
it
when
does.
and shout out,
Absolutely.
you know what, you've introduced me to some of the folks. They've always had cool people,
Mm-hmm.
long-term people, who
Mm-hmm.
take care of you. They're
Mm-hmm.
nice, respectful, they help.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if it
I'm
wasn't for the Bay
man.
Area sports media, I don't know that I would have made the recovery from my
Mm,
situation that I did.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it felt like to me, and I know God was my main provider, but it
mhm,
felt in a lot of ways like the sports media in general, even those from reporters from across the country, but the entire Bay Area sports media, it was like they picked me up on their shoulders and said, "We're not going to
mhm,
let you down till we get across the finish line." I got phone
mhm,
calls every day. I had reporters. I only had cursory relationships with coming over, buying me
Yep.
lunch, doing things
Yep.
for me. And so I have nothing but love for the Bay Area sports media. Fee, me and you have always vibed on a different level from the day we first
Yeah.
met. So you know that.
for
Yeah.
sure.
But I love my peoples here in the Bay Area. I love them.
Yeah. I
That's why
agree.
we were talking about the Bay Area is a different spot. Go
It's
straight
a
down to
different
my
spot.
work.
It's a different
Exactly.
spot.
I agree with
Different
that.
spot. It's a
I
different
totally
spot.
agree.
Yeah.
And on that note, Felicia, we probably should get up out of here.
Yeah, I gotta eat.
Yeah, but Wags, always, man, you bless us with your presence, man. You bring so much knowledge. It's just always we just talk, man. We just have a conversation.
That's the vibe,
We
and
just have
that's
a conversation, man.
one thing I've been trying to teach these young reporters is
Uh,
you don't have to be, excuse me, Mr. Athlete. I said, you will never hear, 9 times out of 10, when I go to a
they be
reporter and it's
doing
just me
too
and him,
much.
or to a player,
They
I'll
be
go, "What's up,
doing too
Playboy?
much.
What's happening?"
Yeah.
I talk to them just like I'm talking to you. And that makes
Hmm.
them feel way more comfortable when they know I'm not
Thank
trying to be
you.
nobody but my dang self.
Right.
And that's what I loved
Exactly.
about Fee. Fee is
Exactly.
always, she ain't never been nobody but her. Same thing with you, E. Ever since I met you, there's nothing fake about you. You
Oh
got
no.
your grind, your hustle on, and I love it. I
That's
love
what
to
we
see
do,
it.
man. That's what we do. That's what we
That's what
do.
we
E.
do.
Well, we appreciate you, man, and we God bless you and thank you for coming on. And Felicia,
Yes.
always, we will be back next week ish, as we say. Day and time to be determined, depending on how life be lifing. But we'll be
Yeah.
back next week.
We'll be
Look for us
back.
on
Anybody out here listening, keep tuning into these two. If you want to know
yeah.
what's happening in the Bay Area about sports, don't read it off the internet. Get it
Thank you.
live from
Thank you.
not take this respectfully. Get it from the horse's mouth.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
These two
man.
are
Clock
locked in.
it.
Just
Clock
because you
it.
don't see them, just because you don't see them on TV or nothing, don't mean they're not linked
Hey,
in.
Thank you.
we know what we're talking about too. We do our homework. We have a
Yeah,
crack
yay.
research
Clock
staff.
it. Clock it.
In the words of
Crack
Yeah.
research staff.
in the
Our
words of
research
Cube,
department is
yay, yay.
amazing. Fantastic
No.
research
Yay.
department.
I did the hey, P, real quick. I did it to Rod Brooks one day. I went up to him from behind. I said, "In the words of Ice Cube, I never liked you anyways."
Oh,
And he looked around. And I said,
I
"Yeah,
know Rod
yeah."
fell out. I know, because
Now,
Rod a fool.
Oh,
now
Monty
let's
was
Rod,
dying
he one of
laughing.
us. He
let's
was
take it
Rod
full
one of
circle
us.
though. Let's take it full
Monty
circle.
was cracking up.
Who first did yay? Who first did that?
Yay, yay.
George
What?
Clinton.
What?
Yep.
Not just knee deep.
Hey,
She was totally deep. Yay. Come on now.
okay. And then one
Oh
last
my
one I got to
God.
leave you with because I know we're short on time.
Come on
But
now.
George also was the original one to come up with too high, you can't, or
Can't
too
get
low,
over it.
you can't
Right.
get over. Too high, you
Yes.
can't. Michael
Yep.
Jackson used that same lyric
All right. He sure did. He
on
sure
"Wanna
did.
Be Starting Something."
Yeah.
Listen to "Wanna Be Starting
Yeah.
Something."
One Nation
Too
Under Groove.
high, you
Yeah.
can't
So high
get
you can't
over
get
it.
over it. So low you
Too
can't get under it.
low,
Yeah.
can't
That was
get under it.
One Nation
Ooh.
Under Groove.
And
So
that's one of my
Yeah.
favorite Michael songs.
yeah.
Hey, and
Yeah.
the extended version of that song, straight
Oh,
slapper.
please,
Yeah.
please.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Straight.
Oh yeah.
Man, break out a
Yeah.
sweat.
Yeah.
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 8
All right,
minutes.
y'all have a
All right,
great
folks.
evening.
You too. Check us out, Sports in the Bay with Felicia and Eddrick. We are on Facebook. We
Love
are
you,
on
Wes.
YouTube. We
Love
are
y'all
on
too.
Instagram. Subscribe. We'll be back next weekish. Join in. Give us your comments. Let us know what you want to talk about. All things Bay Area sports entertainment. Felicia, thank you so much for another great show. Really appreciate doing the show. But hold on. I got to get my cue right. Sports in the Bay. Felicia and Eddrick. Peace.
Peace.